It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
He connects with Jordan Addison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man who traded green and gold for Viking purple. It's Aaron Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On the give, it's Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run it once more with Jones. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Titans coming up with their quarterback, Will Levis. Good performance last year, taken early in that second round in the 2023 draft. Greg, this quarterback out of Kentucky could be the future for Tennessee.
From a pure talent standpoint, this guy has everything you want in a franchise quarterback, Mike. I mean, the powerful arm paired with a quick release, and he's as tough as they come. But in order for him to take that next step, he needs to put it all together on a more consistent basis. I'm looking forward to seeing how he performs here in this one, because after hearing him talk throughout the week, I think he has his sights set pretty high.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's to the former Jaguar and Falcon, Calvin Ridley. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. They go play action with Levis. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So on fourth down, the veteran Nick Folk will try it for Tennessee. This from 45 yards away. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a handoff. Jones. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he will have a Titans 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. This one complete to Ridley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice grab there by Ridley, and this is a unit that this Tennessee Titans offense has continued to search and build ever since the departure of A.J. Brown a few years back. And now with the signing of Calvin Ridley, a guy who has been a playmaker everywhere he's been, they're starting to put together a really nice receiving core down in Tennessee.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. The motion man is Boyd. Here comes the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run here with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Levis. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 2nd down, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And this is as good as you could possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
So, a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Music City after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw is Levis. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st down, Levis. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That caught Tony Pollard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, You can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Levis to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap. Have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball. Everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Spears. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he'll take it on in. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action with Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one into the hands of Jefferson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try and run for the first down with Jones.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here's Ryan Wright now as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Levis. Open man downfield, it's Boyd. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more. And here in the first half, Mike, I mean, how about the performance of this offense and especially the quarterback? I mean, they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. It could be in for a long game.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Spears. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
We'll line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with 1st down. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
Open man is Brandon Powell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Darnold to the air once more. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. There's Jefferson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw again is Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Spears now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans got a strong first half out of the Kentucky man, their quarterback, Will Levis. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The motion man is Boyd. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Slot man in motion right. Throwing on second down, Levis. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
The motion man is Boyd. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Levis with a give to Spears. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. On 1st down, Levis. He's got a man. That's Traylon Burks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Third and long. Darnold to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. First and 10 now from the 36. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 from the interior. Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jonathan Bullard able to bring him down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. on the handoff. Jones. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's third down and a few inches. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one, and you have to...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Darnold. The second down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They go play action with Levis. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Levis to throw on first and 10. The left side into the hands of Hopkins.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. On
second down, Levis. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
He'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Again, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On play action, here's Levis. There's that man again, another catch. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Catch made. That's Boyd. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Here's Levis. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Darnold to the air once more. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Here's Darnold again. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Darnold to throw again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. They'll run it here with Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Spears now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. To the left side in the hands of Bull. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Hopkins sent in motion. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, Spears. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down for Tennessee.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, We're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Hopkins sent in motion. Throwing on second down, Levis. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Open man, he's got Boyd. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Titans will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line, but let's see what the flag is about. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Titans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.